Hello, everyone. I'm gonna go into the making of the cover for my holiday planner. One of the first things you're gonna do after you get your supplies together is go through all of your older holiday planners, sections out of old planners that you've had, and see what you can repurpose and reuse for this year's planner. Most of what I'm going to put in my planner this year is being reused. So go back through, flip through, and pull it out. Let's use it again. As you can see, this is my planner from last year. I usually start in October, but not this year. I just did not. It didn't happen. So this year we're gonna just start from so it's gonna be with November and December. And so I'm just going through each section here and figuring out what I want to keep, what I will. I think eventually some of these pages that are written on, have good notes, good recipes. I probably will pull them over into this new planner. But yeah, just kind of figure out what items you want to use again and get them ready to go to work. So, so here's the main things that you'll need to get started. Here's that front cover that I already made, already put together, punched it. It's good to go. Let's do the back cover. You're gonna get your chipboard piece and your piece of scrapbook paper is full 12 by 12 piece. And as you can see, it's the same size as the classic Happy Planner cover. So that's where I got my dimensions from. So just place it in the middle of the scrapbook paper piece. Doesn't have to be exact, just as long as it's, somewhat in the middle of that piece of paper, and just start folding up the edges. You want to, just get a soft fold here on all four sides. You don't have to burnish this because, that chipboard piece is, pretty thick. So once you just kind of bend it over with your hands, it'll conform and be just exactly what you need. So you're going to do that on all four sides. All right, and then we're going to do this last side here. And you want to hold that chipboard piece but in the middle so it doesn't move. But now, see where our fold lines are? You're going to cut at a diagonal and make sure you leave about, I would say, a quarter of an inch. You don't want to cut right up to that part where those fold lines intersect. And you'll see why in a minute when we bring those edges up. So now what you want to do is get your chipboard and put it back in there and just get your I'm just testing it again here, making sure it fits, but get your double-sided tape, and you're going to put tape on all four flaps. Okay, I didn't want to do glue because I didn't want to have any of this paper warp or act weird, but just apply your tape to all four flaps, and then you're going to remove. Yeah, it still fits, Tammy. It still fits. You're going to remove the backing from all of those pieces of double-sided tape and just fold those edges up. And I just did, I did the top and the bottom. And notice here, I'm taking my little bone folder thing here, and you see where just take that and just go along the edge. That will help you when you fold in these two final sides. And so you see how those corners, there's no gaps. You're not going to see chipboard underneath them. Perfect. Perfect. So there you go. And then you're going to take your other piece. I think this was about 7 and 9 1/4, 7 inches wide by 9 1/4 tall. And put your double-sided tape along the edges, along all four sides. You don't have to do it in the middle. It's just more important that you get it close to the edge, and it's going to fit, on the inside edges of this cover. It's not going to go all the way to the edge, so you don't have to worry about, any pieces getting, frayed and torn up or whatnot. So, and I almost messed up. You see how I'm taking this tape, this backing off of this double-sided tape? Nah, too fast. I needed to wait because what I need to do first is what? Punch the holes first. Yeah, but I caught myself. See, I was almost about to put it down. It's like, nope. So let's take that away. Take it away, Tammy. There we go. Put it to the side. And then just make sure that you punch the right side. So you see how this cover is going to sit. So I'm going to punch that right side of, if I have it facing, And this is the inside part. So I wanted to mark with a pencil where I'm going to punch, because this We Are Memory Keepers punch, for some reason, I guess when you start it out, the edge of this chipboard is going to go, over that, that little piece that goes into the hole before it. So, but also I still just wanted to mark those holes to make sure that these holes, when I punch them, are going to match up with the holes on the front cover. So, and I will say, be careful punching these, because I think in a few spots, and you'll see right here, it kind of tears the paper a little bit when I take that punch off of there. But I mean, it's no matter. When I put, the rings on there, it's gonna, how the rings do sometimes on the covers. So it'll be fine. You won't even, on the finished product, you don't even notice anything. But I did have to remember not to just like rip that punch off of there too hard. Be careful with that. So once you, once you punch that first one, it's easier to, you'll see how that sits in there, and I'll show you here. So yeah, you see how that now it just fits in there, and it makes it much easier to just go by one. And also, I think what was making it hard for me to get the punch off was the little, what do you call it, bin that holds all the pieces that you punch out. I think it was getting full. Look, it's like popped open. So I realized I needed to empty that out. About halfway through, I realized it. So just go ahead and punch on all your lines. Actually, after that first one, I just used the spacing on the punch, but just better safe than sorry, have those pencil marks on there. It didn't hurt nothing. So yeah, and the reason why you want to punch first is that, I didn't want to, that piece of paper that covers up the rest, I didn't want the paper to cover any of the spots, the places where the holes will be punched. I mean, this punch does great punching through chipboard and 2 layers of paper like butter. Highly recommend this thing. But I didn't want, just for aesthetics, just for the way it looks, I just wanted, I didn't want that paper to, go over into that edge where the punched parts are. So that's why you want to wait to put that on last. So we're good to go, and you just eyeball it, get it in the middle. We've got a good, buffer on there, so, you can just kind of, move it from that edge, that punched edge, and lay it down, and that is it. So I'll have another video showing the finished product, but here's your covers. I love them. It's so cute. All right, y'all. Bye.